like I have the minutes for April 10th.
Reconvene the meeting. Let's see, we have the commercial lease agreement between Nicholas Campbell and the county. Is there a motion to approve said contract?
Did you get your question answered?
Did.
Okay,
Yep, I'm good with it.
okay, go ahead and share me with Megan what's going on now.
It was number 7, and, my question was, landlord shall repair the damages within 30 days, during which time tenant shall be entitled to abatement of the rental. If we'd gotten this sooner, I probably, and you asked, did I get my question answered? No, I didn't, but
Okay.
I'm okay with it. Had we gotten this sooner, I would have preferred to have the opportunity to ask it. It does say after it, landlord shall have the option of refusing to repair or replace the premises, and the duty to pay the rental under this lease shall terminate as the due date. Basically, what I get from that sentence is, if we deem that we're not going to build a brand new roof, for all the different reasons we talked about earlier, and the tenant decides that they're just not gonna pay the rent, well, I take it from that second sentence that that's the end of the agreement, we get rid of the building. So in that way, I think we're okay, but I think that that little piece of it is probably, additional, and I would like to have had a chance to ask it, but as it is now, I think we're covered,
Okay,
so I'm okay with it.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there a motion to approve the lease then?
Yes, I would move that we approve the lease for Dr. Campbell, for the remainder of 2019 till December 30th of 2020.
I will second that motion.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the lease with Dr. Campbell from April 15th, 2019 to December 20th, 2020, December 31st, 2020. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask a question?
Yes.
I have a problem with this. It's not 4:30. And this morning in the meeting, you said this meeting would reconvene at 4:30.
Does our
So if
convenience-
anyone's interested in being here at 4:30, the crux of the meeting is over.
Doesn't the agenda also say the times and dates are also subject to change?
But that was like 4 hours ago you decided that. And was there a change went out in any publication that you were gonna meet at 4:25? I guess the whole thing, Mike, is credibility. Let's stick to what we're gonna do, what the public knows about. And I think that's one of the biggest issues here.
I guess we can wait till 4:30. Does anybody have a problem with that?
Wait till 4:30, what else do we have? Is there
It's
something
already on
else?
camera, you did it at 4:25.
Maybe what we can do, if you guys want, is, it's 3 minutes to 4:30. We've made the vote. Let's go ahead and take care of the other business, and then at 4:30, we can see if anybody has anything further for reconsideration if they want.
So we have minutes here from April 10th, 2019.
Did we say aye on the vote?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you email out those minutes for the 10th? Okay.
Your motion to approve the minutes for April 10, 2019 then?
I will speak very slowly to cover our, we've only got a minute and a half remaining. Move that we adopt or approve the April 10 minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
Oh, second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve minutes of April 10th, 2019. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
And then I read on there where we were gonna follow up with the hospital district board on the meeting of the ambulance building.
Yes, yeah. I was on email with Vic all morning, didn't even mention it, so if you want, I'd be happy to follow through with,
Okay.
I think the chair's Hugh,
Yeah,
and ask them if they wanna have a joint meeting, and
Okay.
let's do
Yeah.
that, so we know
Okay.
where we stand with that. Good.
And then also Roz with Department of Revenue, I will email her too and ask if we can get together with her over our budget questions that Bill suggested.
Okay.
And just to let you know, I will be out of the state, leaving Thursday and coming back Sunday.
Okay,
Also, we have this is the Department of Public Health and Human Services for the designation for the services for designated provider. The designated provider will be responsible for working with the county commissioners to develop and seek departmental approval for the countywide plan and annual updates. The Board of County Commissioners hereby designates the above state-approved chemical dependency service provider to receive earmark alcohol tax monies and/or state approval for the provision of chemical dependency treatment and prevention services in the county indicated above in accordance with 5324-206 MCA. The Board of County Commissioners also acknowledge that revenue generated by 16-1404, 16-1406, and 16-1411 for the treatment, rehabilitation, and prevention of alcoholism that has not been encumbered for those purposes by the counties of Montana or the department must be returned to the state special revenue fund for the treatment, rehabilitation, and prevention of alcoholism with 30 days after the close of each fiscal year, and must be distributed by the department the following year as provided in 5324-206-3B. The designated provider for Broadwater County is Broadwater Health Center. We allocate 100% of the county funds that are allocated to them since they're the only provider.
Right.
So who determines the percentage of prevention, the percentage of outpatient, percentage of residential home, percentage of inpatient, percentage of detox?
You know what, I don't remember what we put there. It's on our, we do it the same every year. It's the same contract every year. And we have to have this in order to collect that money. So what we should do is look at last year's contract and then X the same box I think Debbie has a copy of that, we have one in our office as well. So, yeah, I don't remember which one we check, I think it's the middle one. As much as this is something we do every year, it's the only provider. And it is really one of those things that's ministerial, so it would be covered under the consent agenda. But, I think we maybe should go ahead and just make it an agenda item for next
Okay, we
week.
have no later than May 17th, so we can wait until then.
I
All
agree.
right,
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, just a little follow-up on that bill this morning that no one seemed to know anything about. It was a repair truck, it was a repair on the fuel truck, and they were not told which department it was to be addressed to. They thought it was road or perhaps public works. Chuck Larson picked it up.
It was, we believe what happened was the W4,
W9.
W9, and the claims got crossed. Cause he hadn't had a W9 in prior to that job, to that work. But I believe it's probably also been processed this week.
Okay, they're
We
just,
we just talked to Mary about it shortly.
okay, thank you.
So now we can reaffirm this vote on this.
You know what? I've seen, you did. It's on tape. You don't need to reaffirm. Thank you very much. But I would really appreciate if, when you say a time, you stick with it. And I think that's probably the opinion of 99.5% of people who come to the meetings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we should reaffirm anyway, so that we someone to reaffirm this vote to approve this contract with Doc Campbell.
I will move to reaffirm the vote made at 4:27, to sign the contract.
All in favor? Or
Aye.
second, I guess?
So I'll second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Since the doc has this actual in the mail, you just wanna keep a copy of this, and then when we get that, we'll sign it and bring it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other business to be brought forward? If not, we'll move to adjourn at 4:30.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the cost and structures. Are you guys gonna go?